Reggie, please. Let's go ahead and get through this. Let's learn something, some valuable lessons. Guys, can I have your attention, please? All right. Life lessons for today. We're talking about being frugal. Being frugal. What is being frugal? Who knows the answer to that? Yes. Go ahead.
That's fine.
Saving money, not being wasteful. It's both of those. It is C, correct. So, who knows about being frugal? Do you guys think about that when you buy stuff?
Yeah.
Robert? You got an example of being frugal? Go ahead and give us one.
I stole these off the power line.
That's not frugal, I don't know what is.
That's an excellent example.
No, I don't know if that's an excellent example.
This leads into our second question.
Well, actually, you didn't steal them. They were on a power line, so it seems like somebody didn't want them. Right. They gave them up.
Fair game.
So you guys just helped yourself to some shoes.
DJ, is it always good to be frugal? Number 2.
Those look pretty good for a power line.
It is? Is it always good to be frugal?
No. Yes, it's always good.
Well, think about it. I think, DJ, it may not always be good to be frugal. What if you get
It's not always good to save money?
Not always good to be frugal. Try and save. If you always try and get something that's the least expensive, it may not be high quality. It may end up breaking or not lasting as long if you pay just a little more. Like Mr. Robinson was talking about $20 sneakers. You know, if you got the $5 sneakers, they may not last as long. $20 is still reasonable. But then you may end up buying more
Listen up.
in the long run and spending
Back
more
there.
money. So that's just something to think about.
Mine's a 45.
Number 3. Who can read number 3?
I can.
Tatiana?
It ain't number. Well, being
It's actually number 12.
you build well. Watch your wealth grow. I put no.
So being frugal, you don't think that will help you build wealth?
I think it will.
If you're frugal, you're trying to save money.
I think it will.
Reggie, you're right. That is correct. If you're being frugal, you save your money, you put that money in the bank or somewhere safe, and you can watch that grow as you're frugal, as you save money.
What if you go bankrupt?
Hey, Coach, I made a phone today.
What if you save all that money and then?
Where were you, DeAndre?
Shut up. But it's not always good to be frugal because what if you put all your money in a bank account and then it gets stolen?
Well, that's another topic.
That's hard.
But you want to protect your money. That is an excellent.
Yeah, but it's protected by the FDIC.
Right.
So make sure when you shop for a bank, you're not frugal. Okay? Don't shop for a cheap bank. Make sure you shop for a bank that's protected by the FDIC. You know what the FDIC is? No, Federal Depository Insurance Corporation or company. One of the two. It means that they insure your money while it's in the bank. So if your money gets stolen, it's insured.
Right.
It's insured against bank robbers. It's insured against stuff like that.
All right. Personal responsibility, fighting and violence. I know. Number 13. Go ahead and read number 13.
Listen up.
Yes.
Should you avoid fighting and violence as possible?
Yes.
A is yes. That is correct.
It's E, nigga.
Number 14.
It's E.
Who would like to read number 14?
Oh, there's a 14. I thought we
Read
didn't
number
read number
14.
13.
No, we just did 13.
Oh.
14. Craig, could you read number 14, please? No?
Why?
How about if you answer it?
Crackers.
Number 14.
Crackers.
I'll read it and you answer it, okay? If you feel threatened by violence, you can read it? Okay.
Oh, no, I know. Oh my God. It's B. Make up your
If
mind.
you feel threatened by violence, what should you do? A, first find safety. B, defend yourself as a last resort.
C. It's A and B. What he said?
A and B.
Man, it's B. It's A.
You know what?
Because you gotta find your first safety. You gotta
gotta first find safety, and then if you can't find safety, then defend yourself as the last resort.
I would agree with Tatiana on that. You think find safety first? Now, this brings up an interesting point that Mr. Robinson brought up earlier. You know, it's not always possible to find safety if you're being threatened with violence or a fight. So what you need to do, and Reggie, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think what you were getting at is that you have to be aware of your surroundings, where you are, and
In my
who's
personal
around.
life, in my personal life, I would have fought him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have
But let's say you saw a group of people that looked threatening, but they were a couple blocks away, and you noticed that. What would be a good thing to do? Walk right into that threatening situation, or
Come on.
or find another way.
Find the other way.
Find another way, obviously.
What do you mean shoot him? You know you spend the rest of your life in jail for shooting somebody, right?
That's
Who wants that?
So, hey, guys.
Let's be serious about this. Come on, this is important.
Your first option would always be, if you can, avoid a threatening situation. If you can't, if it just exists, if it's there, if it's in your face, obviously you have to defend yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I would say, Tatiana, you were right. It would be C. Yes.
Saying if you went to school and like you crowded around a whole bunch of people and it's just this one person there they talk about something. What's up? Tighten up. I want to fight you. And what you ain't gonna, if they swing at you, you ain't gonna have no other choice but to fight back. But then both of y'all gonna end up getting suspended because
That's a difficult situation.
I gotta do the handbook for my rights.
What did you say in the student handbook?
It says you are right. You is right to defend yourself.
And I would agree with that.
No, you're not.
You know, right now, in all honesty, this is based off of personal experience myself. I was in court the other day, not for myself, but for someone else. And listen up, DJ. Listen up. And the person that was basically looking at serious trouble, they were trying to talk themselves and say and give their own reason. But the law has their own reason themselves, something entirely different. So what you may think is right and interpret as being right, they don't. So you're still going to face severe punishment. So if you have an opportunity to get away from it and walk away from it, why not? You know?
I'm saying, if you're surrounded by a group of people and somebody walking up to your face like what, like they ready to fight, like what's up? What you gonna do? You ain't gonna have no. If they swing at you, you're not gonna have no.
Well, you have to defend yourself, because I don't want you to walk around getting hurt and stuff like that also. But just, you know, try to omit situations like that by just... Because in all honesty, I don't think that words can kill you, you know? They really can't. All right, guys, listen up.
All right. So I would think C would be the answer to that.
Yes.
Number 15. Who'd like to read that one? Yes.
If something happens which makes you want to fight, what should you do? B, calm yourself down and avoid fighting.
I would say yes, it would be B. If something happens and you want to fight, the first thing to do would be to try and calm yourself down and avoid fighting. All right, healthy habits, your mind and your body. Number 16.
For number 15.
No, B.
Oh, yeah, I put B.
Who would like to read number 16?
I do.
Go ahead.
Okay, is it important to exercise?
No. Yes.
What?
That's your fault.
Who said no?
It's yes.
I thought you said no.
Very good. The answer is A, yes. Think of ways you can exercise. You're out here playing hip-hop, basketball, lots of other things you can do. I know you guys, Sean, guys, I know you guys are all involved with sports and athletics, and that's a great thing. So, you know, you want to try and do that throughout your life. Number 17, who would like to read it?
Is a healthy diet important? Yes.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, what's that?
Is a healthy diet important? A, yes.
Yes, it is. A healthy diet is important, right, Dre? Dre? A healthy diet is important?
Yes.
All right, you guys all know. A lot of times, potato chips, cake, cupcakes, sweet, sugary things. We all love them. But especially today, we know that it's so important to eat healthy. Now, I will say, I do want to say that every now and then, brownies are fine. Mrs. Robinson, I always think about your brownies. For that one meeting, those are the best brownies you have ever had. Yeah. Brownies are okay occasionally, but you don't want to be eating that sort of thing all day long.
Yeah, that's true. I had to give up Little Debbie's oatmeal pies.
Oh, yeah, you used to love handing those out. All right, last one, 18.
Is it important to exercise your mind?
Guys,
Listen up, listen up. Listen up. Listen up. Listen up.
Go ahead. Could you read it again, please?
Is it important to have exercise? Exercise your mind. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
A, yes. Excellent. And you know what? Think about ways to exercise your mind. You know, really, when you're exercising your body, that helps you exercise your mind. It helps you think clearly. But reading is always a good thing. Doing things that engage your mind. Believe it or not, I'm not totally against video games. I think video games are a great way to learn.
Thank you.
A lot of good video games out there, and it helps you exercise your mind. All right. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Any questions?
All right, you pick up.
You're going to collect the pencils. You'll collect the papers. All right.